guys, let's look at two questions. The first question is from the topic of trigonometry, and the second one is a bit of mensuration. So let's have the first question. The diagram shows triangle ABC, in which angle ABC is equal to 90 degrees. BC is produced to D. Now, if you're dealing with a right angled triangle, we are dealing with a triangle in which one angle is equal to 90 degrees. So if you bring in the concept of trigonometry, we are going to bring in the three trig ratios abbreviated by SOHCAHTOA. Right, now let's look at the question. So the question, given that tan angle BS is equal to 4/3, find the value of cos ACD. So let's look at cos ACD. So the C denotes the angle that we want. Then the first letter is where the line is starting from. Then D is where the line is ending. So if I were to draw the line from point A, then this is our first line at point C. Then from point C we have D. So the angle created by these two lines is the angle that we are looking at. And as you can see, this is an exterior angle. Now, if you look at this exterior angle, by the size we can tell that we are looking for an angle from the second quadrant. So the first quadrant runs from 0 up to 90. Then the second quadrant start from 91 up to 180. Now, if you look at cos in the first quadrant is positive. Then the next quadrant is negative, which is the second quadrant. For example, if you have cos 0, let's say cos 60, this will give you 0.5. Then if you look at cos 120, this will give you negative 0.5. So what are we going to do to find the exterior angle? So for us to find the exterior angle, let's find the interior angle. If we have this interior angle, then the introduction of the negative, the interior angle, produce the exterior angle. So that was the concept required for you to answer this question. So the angle of consideration, we are going to find this angle, the interior. So if this angle theta is here, then this distance will be opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. Now, we can see that we don't have the numbers, but how can we use the given information, given that tan BS is equal to this? So now, let's look at this point. So I'm going to draw another right angle triangle. Now for this one, I want to use the information given about the tan. So with the letters ABC. Now if you look at tan, the angle is at A. So this is where the angle is. So angle theta is here. Then this distance becomes the opposite. Then we'll have adjacent, hypotenuse. Now the TOA part states that tan theta is equal to the distance opposite divided by the adjacent. So tan A is equal to the opposite is the number 4. So 4 represents the opposite. So this is the distance that I'm going to put here. Then 3 represents the adjacent. So this is our adjacent here, which means that on this point we have 4, then here we have 3. Now, if you look at the cos, let's look at the cos. So cos angle theta is equal to, we need adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Now the adjacent is given for this one. We have the adjacent, which is 4, but the hypotenuse is missing. So there is a need of finding the hypotenuse. So let's look at that one now using Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem, I'm going to put small letter a, b, and c. So the formula is c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So c represents the hypotenuse and is what we are looking for. A squared can be 3 squared or 4 squared. Doesn't matter the one that you start with. The answer will always be the same. So 3 squared plus 4 squared. So if we square a number, it simply means we multiply the same number. So 3 by 3 will give us 9. 4 by 4 will give us 16. Then we add, will give us 25. Then we need to take the square root. So square root of c squared is just c. Square root of 25. The number that we can multiply the same number to give us 25 is 5. So the hypotenuse is 5 here. So we have our h. We can now proceed. Cos A, C, B. Remember, first I'm looking for the interior, this one here, is equal to the hypotenuse, I mean the adjacent is 4, over the hypotenuse, which is 5. So if this angle represents the interior, how can we find the exterior? So the exterior will be found by introducing the negative to this one. So we'll say therefore cos ACD, which is the exterior, is equal to negative 4 divided by 5. So this is our final answer. Now we'll move on to question B. Under question B, calculate the radius of a semicircle whose area is 77 squared centimeter. Take pi to be 22 over 7. So the full circle is like this. Radius is a line that starts from the center and touches the circumference. Now, if you look at the area for the full circle is equal to pi r squared. So semi simply means half. We just introduce it over to here. Now, everything area is given. So where there is a is where we are going to substitute this number. So say 77 centimeters squared is equal to pi is given 22 over 7 multiplied by radius is not given over these two here. Now under math paper 1, you need to find ways of simplifying. So what I like to do is I'm not going to find the actual product, but I'm just going to say this will cross multiply. So 22 times r squared will give us 22 r squared. Then 77 will just be written like that, times 2 times 7. So this. Then we divide by 22 over 22 is same as 11 times 2. So we can cancel this one. R squared is equal to, we cancel this one. So I have 77 squared centimeter multiplied by 7 over 11. Now, if you look at this number, 11 can go into 77 without giving us a remainder. And I'm sure you have now seen the reason why I never wanted to find the actual product. Now let's look at the pattern of you get a number times 11. So let's begin by 11 times 1 is just 1. Then 11 times 2 will give you 22. 11 multiplied by 3, you just repeat 3. 11 times 4 is 4. 11 times 5, this will be 55. 11 times 6 would be 6. 11 by 7 would be 7. Have you seen the pattern? So it simply means that 11 can go into 77 7 times. So 11 here is 1, 11 here is 70, 7 centimeters squared times 7. So 7 times 7 is 49 centimeters squared. So let's now take the square root of each side. So square root of 49 is 7. Square root of this is 6. So the final answer is radius is equal to 7 centimeters. That's our final answer. So that's how we can simplify this question. So let's hope you've learned one or two, and if that's the case, then subscribe to my channel and also share. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.